Alright, today's topic. Have you ever got the objection, I just want to hear your price? Or only thing I care about is the price. For some of you, maybe that you never hear that. But for those of us that do, I got a little technique, a little strategy. Let's try it out. I'm going to run it by you, and then if you like it, use it. If you don't worry about it. So the deal is here is you want to have more conversations and less negotiations. You need to get them talking about stuff other than price. So here's kind of an idea, the strategy behind the line. Hey, Mr. Client, listen, here's the deal. I've never lost anybody over money, and I sure don't want you to be the first. But before we get to start doing business, can we make sure that we do things the way you want? Because if we don't, if I was the cheapest price out there, is it fair to say you're not going to want to do business with me, or it's a bad deal? Is that fair to say? Now, what they think at this point is, I'm willing to negotiate. All I want to do at this point is get them to slow down, get off a price for a minute. Let's find out what their worries and concerns are so that I have an opportunity to sell them on value and to build a little rapport to get them comfortable with the price. I call that slow cooking the frog. You ever heard the story about slow cooking the frog? So you put a frog in cold water, in a bucket of cold water, it jumps out. You put them in hot boiling water, or you put you put a frog in hot boiling water, you throw him in a bucket, he jumps out. If you put him in cold water, you put him on the burner, and it gradually slow cooks the frog because the water, as it warms up, the frog doesn't notice it and doesn't jump out. Same thing with clients. So, like, another way of just saying is, hey, we better cover a few things to make sure you're okay with the way I do business before I get into all this price stuff. The reason why you do this is clients don't ever hear this from sales reps. Sales reps are always too busy talking about how great they are or how great their product is. They never say, caution the client about, before we get into this, we better make sure that you're okay with how we do business. So it throws them off, and by doing that, it opens it up, and then you say stuff like, hey, listen, why don't you share with me a couple frustrations you've had in the past with this blah, blah, blah product, or tell me what your concerns are, and I'll tell you how we handle it, and then you can decide whether it makes sense or not for us to do business in the future. All of these are strategies just to get the conversation going, get more on conversation and less on negotiation. Now, by the way, when I throw out these ideas to you, if you don't like them, or you don't think they'll work, or you think, I'll never use that, you don't have to. You can go back to just keep doing things the way you have been doing it. I'm sure that's been working great for you. Otherwise, charge for it.